Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7.5 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day in the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's a TGIF, folks. Let's make it a great one. We're kicking into a 3-day weekend. Have to love it. Happy Memorial Day to everyone. Don't make assumptions. Ask for what you want. Find the courage to ask for what you want. Others have the right to tell you yes or no, but you always have the right to ask. Likewise, everyone has the right to ask you for what they want, and you have the right to say yes or no. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 28. NASDAQ is up 30. S&P's up 10. Gold contract up $13, trading at $17.34 an ounce. We have silver up 28 cents, $17.64 an ounce. Light sweet crude down 62 cents, $33.30 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year right now trading up 4 ticks, 139.06. The 30-year up 18 ticks at 180.09. And King Dollar. King Dollar's up 380 ticks, trading 99.749. The euro's at 109. The yen is out here at 107.5, and the British pound is at 121 to 1 U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at it. What do you have? We get over and take a look at the SPY. What you're going to see is that we had a sideways week out here, folks. Bottom line, you had that, you had a nice gap up Monday. Monday was a big day, no doubt. We had closed last Friday in the SPY at 286, ran all the way to 296, full 10 points, and we've just laid there all week. And I expect coming into this close, you're going to have a flat close out here. That's on your daily. We take this, we put this on the weekly. What you're going to see on the weekly is this, is that we get over the high that was established out here the week of the 1st of June. And the bottom line is that that number there, now this is what's going to get really cool about this number. And this is how it gets so subtle inside markets. The number is 294.88. Now, if we close under that number, that would be a failure in price and volume. That's the bottom line. It's subtle in a big way, but that's what you have, because the volume out here, even though it is the holiday week, it's 419. We're going at the 550. So we'll see how that baby's going to shake out. NDX 100. What do we got with the NDX 100? We take a look at the NDX 100. Bottom line, sideways move also. We put this on a weekly basis. What you're going to see is that you're right next to the high. Right now, the Qs are trading at 229.66, and bottom line is that the lows of the high are 229.32. So we actually got into the lows of the high out here today. We went to 229.87. Gold contract. What do we do with the gold contract? Gold contract, bottom line, they had to go down yesterday, up today. Gold still is an ABC structure on the way up. We're talking about 1821, 1825. Is your price projection inside of gold. We go into the silver market. Bottom line, silver up 28 cents, trading $17.61. Silver wants to make this run for $20, and what we may have here is an additional ABC structure on the way up inside the silver market, which would be pretty amazing. But that is how that baby is set up. Notes and bonds, they continue to go sideways. We had the 10-year today do 1.3 million contracts. We're up 4 ticks. We got to a price of 113.06. Let me just look at this, because this is kind of intriguing, actually. Okay, so we came down on 1.2. So this, even though going sideways, this is interesting. There's a little weakness here. This couldn't hold at 139.12 today. We got above it, and then it just sold it right off. 30-year bond. Let's go take a look at the 30-year. 30-year right now, up 18 ticks. What we have inside this 30-year right now, we have done 318,000 contracts out here, and same setup. We've been going sideways for a long period of time. King Dollar. What King Dollar had done this week, folks, is this. King Dollar got to the lower end of its consolidation, decided, guess what? I don't want the lower end anymore. I want the higher end once again. We got down to the price point of 99. On Wednesday, we're at 99,742. This also has been going sideways out there since the 26th of March. News-wise out here, this is going to get really interesting. Last night we had Hong Kong down 5.5%. China basically jammed through another law that the folks in Hong Kong are worrying about. Our Senate out here today turned around and passed a bill that is going to wants to delist Chinese companies. It's going to be a lot more than Chinese companies too. It has to do with the bottom line is that state ownership of companies in general. Now that being said, this is what's going to get really interesting, and this is why, folks. So when you start looking at the big companies, right? You know, you look Alibaba, JD.com, Baidu. What you're going to see, and I'll bring this up, you're going to see they may be Chinese companies, folks, but guess what? The ownership is USA in a huge way. So JD.com. Walmart owns 5.8% of it. Tiger Global 4%. BlackRock 2.6%. Vanguard 2.3%. Viking 1.2%. State Street, Fidelity. You have to get down to the 10th person. Ownership that's Tencent, okay, at 1.2%, and their Tencent, I believe, was the one that actually brought that public. So go to Alibaba. You can bring every one of them up. I just did a hit on TD Ameritrade, and we were talking about this. I brought every one of them up. So what do you have? This is what you have. You have the Senate that just passed it, and by the way, they passed it overwhelmingly. I suspect, you know, the heat's going to come on the House. Then what you're going to have is this. Even if the president signed it right now, you still wouldn't get delisted for over a couple of years. My take, and if you've been out here for a while as a tigress, you know the two most vicious sectors that I've seen is politics and finance. Finance wins over politics if the battle's out there. My point goes like this. The banks are going to win over this. They're going to get to the rest of this bill is not going to fly. That's my take. You know, we'll figure how this goes, but I can tell you, if I've seen anything, most of the people that are even voting, okay, you know, they said, okay, they get rid of all the Chinese companies, which they don't know what they're getting rid of. They're getting rid of the American ownership of the companies. They're getting rid of the pension funds. They're getting rid of the people that are working every single day that actually own these companies. So I don't see it happening. And if they wanted to do something, what they probably should do is start getting rid of all the penny stocks that trade on our boards. Stay right there, folks. Come right back. Dow down 46, NASDAQ's up 30, S&P's up 9. We'll come right back.